I don't really fucking care.
Strike our power plants, roll up our bridges.
God is not there, he
We are
leaves
going
me in
to close down
despair.
both straits. And
Nobody cares about my
now it seems
soul.
like they have closed down both straits.
I'm going sooner, could have been prevented.
Happened after
Oh,
a ton of bridges were struck by the U.S. military, and a nuclear power plant was actually struck by the U.S. military this past weekend. So now the Houthis in Yemen announced an air embargo against Saudi Arabia effective immediately. Saudi Arabia has
hello, David speaking.
until now exported 4.5 million barrels a day through the Red Sea.
Nothing.
Here is that strait, Red Sea Strait.
Hello, David speaking. Hello.
Hello, David. It's Marvin from Adel Solar from Melbourne. How are you?
Good. How are you, Marvin?
Very good, very good. I'm calling about application
Yes.
in regards to solar.
Yes.
Yes, how could we help?
Oh, I think I sent you some information about what I do. Did I?
Yes, I could read about it in Las Vegas.
Yes, I've been doing. I was doing that for a company that sold themselves. They sold themselves to a California business last year, and I'm just seeing if there's interest in Australia for such a service.
Yes, potentially.
So what I
Explain for me.
basically it builds qualified leads based on the products and services that are available, and it goes through a number of questions with the customers or the future customers on what they're looking for. It takes those inquiries and then develops a reply that with the products and services that are available, and organizes for either a phone call back or to go and physically inspect the site with an agreed upon time with the customer. What it does is anybody that looks at Google Business Profile, social media, the website, they can get basically an immediate response. They don't have to wait for someone to knock on the door or wait for a solar panel or solar installation business to canvass an area. It's
So, David, tell me, how is this any different from an advertisement I put up that sensor and auto chat?
I well with advertisements is if it's like a Facebook or Instagram or uh, those kind of ads, the difference would be that this agent is much more dynamic. It can be programmed to do exactly what you want it to do. It can
When you say what you want it to do, what do you mean by that?
how you want it to respond to clients, what information you wish to present to customers.
How is that any different from the AI chatbot that's currently available, which you can get anywhere for free?
If you can get them for free, take it,
Okay.
because it can't do what they can't. I mean, free is it can't be made to be extremely dynamic.
When you say dynamic, how is it any more dynamic?
Basically, uh, with the information that you put together for the agent, that is then developed into the response mechanism. A lot of the free ones are very limited in what they can do. Um,
Maybe we can talk another chat in person so I can see how it works.
I can send you something right now. I'm not in Melbourne at the moment, but I can send you something. Do you have an email address?
When do you come to Melbourne?
I'm not too sure, but I can send you something right now. Do you want to just
I need to be able to talk in person, meet you, see you, to discuss options.
that? Yeah, that's fine. What I can do though is I can send you a presentation now. You can have a look at.
I got lots of stuff in the emails and that's on your application already.
That's fine then. Have a look at those, and yeah, I'll just send me a quick message, and I'll let you know when I'm in Melbourne. I've got quite a few to set up over the next 30 days, so
Are you coming to Melbourne?
I have no idea. I've got
30 days.
no. I've got at least 60 agents to build over the next 30 days. So
60 agents.
Yeah, yeah, it's some. Sorry, agents. Yes, Agents. There's, it's look, it's starting to happen in Australia. It's just not solar. Yes, there's starting to be. Okay, it's a scammer.
It's even more narrow. It's even more narrow. You can see. You can actually see both ends of the strait here. So it is more narrow than the Strait of Hormuz. It is ancient, and it is controlled by people who are not friendly, obviously, to America. It's controlled by the Houthis in Yemen, and then of course here's the Strait of Hormuz up here. But as fate would have it, both of these critical choke points for something like 60 to 70% of the world's oil supply, both of these critical choke points are controlled by people who really, really hate us, and really want to see pain and damage done to the Trump administration. And so the number one way to do that would be sky high gas prices. This is why we are telling you we are praying for peace here. We pray for peace. Mediators have passed Iran a proposal to de-escalate the war that would offer a 10-day ceasefire, find ways to revive an interim deal reached last month. Senior Iranian official told Reuters. So I guess we'll see. We've seen a lot of military, and diplomatic aircraft flying in and out of Tehran to Qatar, to negotiations, a lot of back and forth. But this seems like a severe escalation. It is a severe escalation. And Donald Trump administration has said they're preparing for full-scale war. Iran is doing the same. Let's pray that cooler heads prevail, and that we can just fast forward to the agreement without having to blow each other up, kill more Americans, all right, and destroy more. Just destroy more for the sake of destroying. Okay, that's what we said. And if we don't have to pay $10 gas prices a gallon, that'd be great too. Be sure then make sure and subscribe for more updates. Critical. It's part of the world.
The budget's already starting to bite across the country on the weekend. Auction rates. This is the clearance rate fell to a 6-year low. You'll see there on the screen how auction rates fared across capital cities. I'll also point out that in Melbourne, the median house price has now slipped back below $1 million. Joining me now to discuss this and more, Deputy Executive Director of the IPA, Dan Wild, and LNP MP, the bloke who stands up for diggers and gets thrown out of the Parliament. Wonderful Phil Thompson joins me now. Well, Phil, we warned, we said, you change these things, you just changed the rules when you ruled it out. You've got a massive state of flux now in the housing market. And even if I'm not selling my home, and I'm certainly not out there to buy one, I want its value to keep going up. I want it to hold, and that's what people will be concerned about.
Oh, absolutely. If you look at the confidence throughout the market now, it's plummeted. My brother works in the industry on the Sunshine Coast, and he's telling me that he's seen a decline in confidence within the market. People don't want to buy. People are nervous. People just don't trust the government because they're known to lie. And if you look at those poor people who jumped on those 5% deposit schemes, they're going to end up paying more on their house loans and with their interest than the house is going to be worth. So I just think that this government has really have a misstep here. They've gone in the wrong direction, and it's going to hurt younger people that are trying to get into the market, the people that they're supposed to be focused on.
And of course, we talked a lot about negative equity down on investment property, but I was reading a story today of people that were quite happy to be paying positive equity, if I can talk to that. Positive gearing is the better term for it. But because of the way the yields are, they're not getting much back from rent, and how high mortgages are, you can't even get a home that you can have positively geared. So you've got all of these people exiting the investment market. Great if you want to buy a home. What about if you want to sell one?
Well, that's right. I mean, it's pretty clear the government's completely stuffed it. They don't know what they were doing. I don't think the Treasury knew what they were doing either, although the Treasury Secretary did, say the quiet part out loud when she basically said this is about revenue, not home ownership. But we know that's the case, because if you want to get more people in the homes, there's two things you've got to do. You've got to cut immigration, which is the number one driver of demand, and you've got to build more homes. The government's doing neither. In fact, the budget committed to more migration, 1.3 million more people coming into the country. No more homes getting built. In fact, the National Housing Accord, which is a complete joke, has met 0 out of 21 housing targets. Every single monthly target missed. So we know the government's not fair dinkum when it comes to getting more Australians into their own home.
Hey, Phil, explain this one to me. If you wanted to go back into the army with the uniform on, your fitness test, your strength test would be different than mine. Only you could tick a box to say you're trans, and you get to do my fitness test, not the biological male fitness test. That's reports that are today we learn about only because of an FOI from the Daily Telly. You've been assaulted. What do you make of this?
I think it's completely ridiculous. It is a social experiment that has been let out of Canberra. I've been in gunfight, and when you dig in with your eyelids and it's all gone bad, you don't look over and go, oh, I wonder what gender Sean has called himself today. No one cares, right? The ADF and the army, there's an old saying, we hate everyone equally. We're all the same. There is no special treatment. There is no identity crisis. And these commanders and leaders need to be focused on the real thing at hand here, training our brave men and women to be in the fight. The role of the ADF is to fight in our wars, not partake in social experiments, not partake in what we're seeing here when we're trying to roll out different identity politics. This is not a place for them. This is a place for our brave to train, because if we need them, whether it's in natural disasters, peacekeeping, or in combat, no one gives a stuff about what someone wants to call themselves. They need to meet one standard. We need to meet that's it. We're all the same. Doesn't matter what you want to call yourself on the weekend. We're all the same, and that's where it needs to go back to.
Hey, I'll go to other issues, but you've had some wins. You've really taken on the government, you've taken on the Veterans Minister. We've talked about the Bears before, but there's now an Invictus win, and you're hoping for more.
Absolutely. So we've seen Invictus Games get funded for 3 years, which is fantastic, because that event saves lives. It really does. It's an adaptive sports program that is rolled out nationally, but also goes internationally. We get to travel and meet like-minded people around the world. We've seen the Bears get their funding reinstated, and thank you, Peter, and to Tony Abbott for being in the fight with us on that. It's ridiculous. The money should actually be extended. There should be more of it to get the VC recipients and people like Doug out there talking to people about it. But we want the government to change their position on the $5,000 cap. Someone said to me just yesterday, said, "Oh, mate, it must be a big weight on your shoulders taking up that fight." And I said, "Well, it's not. That weight is nothing compared to the weight of a coffin of a friend of mine they carry because they carve themselves out of a hole." This government needs to rethink their priorities and put our veterans first.
What do you have to say? let's go to the report today in relation to the Australian Human Rights Commission. They have said, this is the Human Rights Commission, that a prominent driver in increased racism against Indigenous Australians is that, quote, some politicians and local governments have promoted anti-welcome to country agendas and that they have denounced the presence of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander flags. I kid you not, Dan, they are now taking us to task and we're suddenly the racists because we're questioning the whole welcome to country nonsense. And it is nonsense because none of us have ever been asked in the first place where we want to start every event now in this country with what has become the new official religion of Australia.
Well, that's right. I mean, this is another reason why the Australian Human Rights Commission needs to be abolished and why are taxpayers funding this nonsense. When we were asked about whether we want to be divided by race with the voice to Parliament, we said no. 60% of Australians said no, we don't want to be divided by race. These welcome to country ceremonies have gone too far. I reckon they should be replaced with the national anthem. You know, let's do something to unite us rather than something to divide us. But these jokers should be sent packing.
Yeah, Phil, I'm fine. I went to the Dreamtime match, Richmond versus Essendon at the G, and the Indigenous round. I was happy enough to be there for a welcome to country at that particular match that weekend, but not everywhere and not all the time.
No, not on the plane that you get on and where you land. I don't think that's appropriate. When I was on Palm Island just recently, I had someone comment on there trying to troll me and say, I hope you did an acknowledgement of country. And I reminded them that the Palm Island Council or the mayor did a welcome to country. They got on with the citizenship ceremony, the first ever done in an Aboriginal community, which I thought was great. I just don't think that we need to be seeing an acknowledgement of welcome to country every time someone stands up in a boardroom, every time someone opens a door. I think it's ridiculous. It's lost all of its potential meaning, and just sending Angela Prices all over this.
I'm going to go. Enjoy the fiery week of Parliament. Thank you to you both. Well, I would say, in terms of the budgets passed, Andrew, that they're a bit like sort of cheese on the bench. It doesn't get better a few days in. In fact, it gets worse. So if this is their high watermark, the more I think Australians understand, the more that sort of the stealth measures, if we can call them that, become well understood. I think this budget's going to continually be difficult for the government.
I think it is too, because I think the problem they've got is they've sort of been greedy in a sense and gone, we'll save our income tax cuts to offset this until the election. And so what are Australians really being offered? Because the bureaucrats have said in their modelling it won't make a tangible difference to the housing market. So really it just makes a tangible difference to government coffers. And that was the point when I was asking Jim Chalmers a question at the Great Hall last week I was making. It's about the tax man. It's not about, helping young people into more properties, because they're a limited amount. I mean, they're talking about 75,000 over 10 years. It's a drop in the ocean. And the budget papers say rents could increase up to 2%. Some might even say that as optimistic, and say that it won't stop house prices growing, but they'll grow by an average or median sort of $19,000 less, which is hardly anything.
I warned you. I told you this was going to happen here in Australia. Well, we are getting.
Okay, so yeah, I don't know what God wants from me anymore. I'd applied so much for jobs on Seek that they suspended me. And, then also the AI app that I was using, it's now not working. Like, I'm doing exactly what I've done all the time, and now it's actually now feeding back the AI system that I'm using. Their internal tools are being fed through into my AI apps, and I'm like, that's not right. There's a bug there, you know, and I needed it fixed for yesterday's presentation. It wasn't fixed in time. I'm not sure where it went wrong, but I keep thinking, I've been begging God to intervene and save me and do something just to show me that I can get somewhere. There's nothing, you know. I don't know what to think anymore. I do believe it's ordained by God, because this is not some random coincidence. The amount of effort I'm really inside screaming again. It's like every day. It's just this constant. You know, I don't get any. I don't get. There's no. This is the funny thing. There's no rest from your mind. You can't just turn your mind off. But I keep also just feeling like. Also, the worst of it is this. Is that you can't. Sometimes I think it doesn't matter how hard I try now. It's been ordained that I am to fail at everything, or not to get ahead anywhere, no matter how much effort I put in. So, if that's the case, I'm just begging God, look, don't stop being cruel to me. I can't take it. You can take my life. You can end it now for me. I don't want to do it myself, but you're pushing me to it, and I don't want to. I at least want you to do it, because if you're not going to give me it's like a scintilla of success, but you're going to hurt me more, then what's the point of me being here? I can't take it. I am begging you, God, I cannot take it anymore. But he's not listening to me. He just today made something worse, and I'm like, what else can I do? There's nothing else. I don't know what to do, you know. But nobody is there to ever help you in your time of desperation and need. Like, you just realize how alone you are, because no one's going to do anything you need. I have to go. Shit. Did I want to? No. Did I want to succeed? Yes. Did I work hard? Oh, fuck yeah. I fought back incredible suicide or manic depression for years. I fought back to go to uni to get 2 master degrees. I fought so fucking hard to learn new skills, and yet every time I break down, because everything in me tells me I'm going to break down and ruin everything and destroy everything. Where is this coming from? And when I beg God to intervene and save me and do something to show me that something will happen, something will improve, something bad happens. I don't understand anymore. I don't understand. And there's nobody that has experienced what I've experienced that I know. I can't be here anymore. You know, I can't do it. Shit. I'm screaming to hold on to something, anything. People don't get this thing about what's going on. I am just trying to hold on to any hope, anything, any little might, like just a little bit of, like, I don't know, like a light. If there's just one watt light bulb, if I can just see a little bit of the sun, you know, 1 watt light bulb, I can see just a little tiny, little light. I can't now, and I made it pretty painfully fucking clear to my own father and brother, you know, I had no choice left. They never speak to me, you know, and I've just realised, okay, I'm alone now. And as I said before, I've presented myself to a hospital, nothing. Then they had me waiting in the emergency room. So, I didn't want to do this. I wanted something. I wanted success somehow to happen, but it is really bad for me now, and I'm no longer like I still cry, but something else is happening. It's like I think it's like the death row inmates. They say that right before they're about to go, they have this peace about them, and I think I'm there. I think I know what that means. I'm like, yes, okay. Nothing you can do about it. There is nothing. I think that it hurts the most that no matter what I do to get anywhere in anything ahead in life, I can't make it. I'm not able to do it. So it's preordained by God that I do this. I think that's his message. Why won't he do it himself? Do it yourself, God. I don't want to. Don't give me the pain. I don't want to do it anymore. I don't want it anymore. I want to get above it. But I can't deal with when you make everything worse. So every time I begged you to intervene and save me, something bad has happened. I don't know why. And I have for a very long time said I refute the devil. But so you can't say it's not today, Satan. Fuck you, devil. I don't give a shit about you. But I'm not a bad person either. I'm not evil. I don't do bad things to people, but I've been so desperate for help. Anything go my way just for a moment, but nothing is. Oh man, I can't see any way out now. I can't see God giving me a little microscopic light of hope. I can't see anything working in my. I feel it. I feel this fucking. It's a physical pain too. It's like coming out of your bones. Like they feel. I can't explain it. I really can't explain this feeling. It's like things are being extracted out of you. And I'm not melodramatic. I'm not. It's overhyping it. I'm just saying that I've dealt with this for a long time, It just keeps getting worse and worse. So I think I'm just gonna buy 10 bottles of the strongest alcohol you get on the market, drive to an isolated area, drink it all one hit, have a couple of implement. I don't know. I don't know. I'm thinking, how do you do it? Make sure you don't come back. But you also, at the same time, you need to know that God's gonna see you at the gates and go, ha ha ha! I fucked with you, didn't I? Well, now I'm gonna fuck with you more. And I'm like, are you gonna send me to hell? Why? Why me out of evil people in the world? Oh man, I've dealt with some. I can't deal with it anymore, so I'm just thinking now, okay, what do you do? I don't want to. But there's nothing. There is nothing. There's nothing coming my way. There's not any ray of light. Ray of light or ray of sunshine. There's just not a little light bulb saying, don't worry, just gotta live, just go through another day. Why? What have I got? What have I got left? I don't have anything anymore. Oh my God. It's extracting out of me. I can feel it, Feel it extracting out of me. Like, how do you explain this? It feels like it's being sucked out of your bones. It's being sucked out of your muscle. It's being sucked out of your. I don't know. I don't know if there's words. You know. I guess it's like, you know, a McDonald's. What do they call them? Thick shake, right? Milkshake, whatever. The thick shake, I think it's called. Like, you got a straw and you're sucking it out, and it's hard. But if there's a sustained effort to keep extracting it gets out. And I just feel like there's somebody with this sustained effort to extract it from me slowly. As much as I fight to stay strong, their power is undeniable. So yeah, I have to go. I don't know any other way out of it. I don't know. I've been trying to think of ways. No one listens to you. It's okay. Oh, when you need, you nothing's working. That's when people want to see you. They want to see you fall. I really do believe people want to see others suffer, so they feel better about their own lives. Anyway, I don't know what God wanted with me. Maybe this is what I was supposed to do. I didn't deserve it. I don't know why I got it, but I got it. Other people don't. I know they don't. I can't change it. There's nothing else. There's nothing I can do to change any of this. No one gives a fuck about me. It's okay. I don't give a fuck either.